Oh yeah, went out for first practice. First practice went really well, and got a good lap time in. And went out for the second practice. I was going for the double, triple, and cased the first triple, or clipped the first triple. Went for the second one, and back wheel kind of slid out from under me, and cased really hard. And tried to ride the rest of that practice, and I actually went out for the third practice, but it was too painful, and I don't know, crutch life now, but I'll be back for Supercross.
Rough day, but really, I'm really happy with the riding. I felt like I was riding really well, and my starts were much better than they were into Supercross, and yeah, other than a couple mistakes, everything was good. The last one wasn't my fault. Anderson, I don't know if he broke traction or was trying to close off the line, but his rear tire ended up in my front tire somehow, and it was scary. Like, I thought I was going to land on the tower, so was really happy to be okay. But yeah, just got to try to persevere.
Yeah, long day. I just barely started riding Yamaha, so we're just still trying to get acclimated to the bike and find a good setup. And I think I did all right. I made the main event, which for me is a plus from last year. I struggled a little bit with bike setup last year, and this year, these guys at Cycle Trader, Rock River Yamaha, are 100% behind me and trying to do everything that they can to make sure that I take a step in the right direction and go up from where I'm at now. And it's really great to be involved with a good group of guys that work really hard and want what's best for me and give me really good equipment. And hopefully everything will work out once A1 comes around.
Cool. Hey, take us through that LCQ. That was intense.
Yeah, I got a good start, and I was right with McElrer out there for like 3 or 4 laps, and Chiz was coming, dude. He was on it, and I kind of saw him coming, and I figured that if I was behind him or something, and it came down to it, and I had to get a little bit of aggressive, then that's what it was going to have to come to. But I lucked out a little bit, and I got around him pretty good after he crashed, and sucks for Kyle. Kyle's a good dude and one of my good friends, so hopefully he's all right. But I'll take it however I can get it, especially tonight with the new guys and the new team and everything. I think everything's going in the right direction.
Monster Cup was good for me. I mean, for some reason every year I come to this race and I struggle really bad, like not even in the top 10. So I believe I got 7th overall. Not where I want to be, but definitely a step in the right direction. I have a good feeling on the bike, and so yeah, to come away with 7th and learn some about the bike and learn some about myself, and always keep trying to get better. And yeah, no whoops or anything like that. A lot of my strong suits that suit me in Supercross we didn't have tonight. So definitely looking forward to the year, and looking forward to doing some overseas racing and enjoying some time with the family.
Yeah, this weekend was okay. It's good to be here, good to race. Different, kind of like a Supercross show. Not really Supercross, but it was good to ride with those guys and kind of learn the track and everything. Just practice is kind of only 6 laps, so it's pretty quick. So you just got to go for it. So it's good.
That practice lap was a flyer. Like in that first section where you went from like so to right in the second. It's just standard Christoph.
Not really. I was trying to get the section, the big section, the 2, 3, 3, all good. So I was kind of focusing on this, and then I went for a lap, and then I just was like in the top 5. So that was good. Good. Always good to be in the top 5 and kind of know that you got the speed. So. After that, once you're in front, then you just gotta get good starts, and it always feels good to be in front.
Cool. So Lil, that's it for the off season. Just one Supercross.
Yeah. One more race going to Bercy, and just kind of race the American again. The few guys going there, so that would be good. I think today I kind of missed a little bit on start, a little bit on. Aggressive side, a little bit on the first few laps, so it's going to be more racing on the new 450, and I think it will be good. It's going to give me some confidence for Anaheim, I think.
I mean, I thought it was good. You know, obviously a big step from the GP, and obviously I didn't defend it, but all in all, I thought it was a good weekend. You know, started off practice horrible. Almost had to go to LCQ to coming out and getting a podium, and then you know, getting bad starts and, you know, going 6-6. So all in all, it wasn't great, but it's definitely you know, definitely a weekend that we can learn from and build on, and use it as a tool to work towards to Anaheim.
Learn a lot about the bike.
Well, I actually did quite a bit. You know, my setup was you know, good at my track back there, and to come here and it was pretty far off, and you know, just I'm trying to get familiar with the bike, so I'm not trying to complain too much about it. I'm just trying to ride it, and my bike's great. Don't get me wrong, it's great. You know, it's just the fine tuning things to get those little bit here and there, and it was just nice to get out there and get a race under my belt and get that pace back going, and hopefully, you know, work really hard in the off season and get my bike that much better to where we have a good chance for the Supercross season.
Coming in, was there any pressure?
No, not at all. I mean, yeah, the #1 play. Yeah, you know, I won it last year, and you know, it's everyone goes fast here. You know, it's not a Supercross track. It's not an outdoor track. It's a hybrid. So, you know, it's just a different race. You know, all these guys have been on their bikes for, you know, all year. I've only been on it for a little bit, and getting tested under my belt for, you know, a couple days before I come here. So I think all in all it was a good learning experience, and you know, you can't take this weekend as you know, whoever wins it is gonna go out and dominate Supercross. It's there's still a long time between now and then, and everyone's gonna get stronger, everyone's gonna get faster, bikes are gonna get better, and you know, hopefully we can come out swinging.
Monster Cup. It's a touchy subject on this one. Different kind of start layout, starting on some like corrugated steel, right away into a drop off. It was tricky. I didn't really have that mastered all night, but came out swinging in practice. Really felt good. Felt like testing we've been doing was paying off, and then qualified pretty good. First race went good. 5th for the race. Somebody missed the joker lane, so ended up 4th in that one. And then second moto, got a really good jump, ran it down in the first turn, got on the brakes a hair early to go inside, and just the tough blocks got drug out in front of me from the guy right in front of me, and I had nowhere to go into the tough blocks. So that was about how my night went. Third moto was running all right, 7th, 8th, somewhere in there, and last lap, I mean, a few feet to go. Tickle went down right in front of me in the sand section, and I had nowhere to go but just blast into his bike. I didn't even have a chance to wheelie. Like, it just happened so fast, and clipped his bike, down I went, and was stuck under the bike for the rest of the night until somebody came to help. So that was about it. Me and Tickle laid there for a while, and that finished out my night. So in one piece, haven't ever came out of Monster Cup in one piece before, normally broken something. So survived it, gonna regroup. We got 2 months before Anaheim 1, know what I need to work on, and I think our setup's pretty close already. So fine tune a few items and see what we got at A1.
Hey, is hanging out with James while you're quadding stuff now? That was some big stuff today.
I mean, I don't think so. I saw it and I thought about it, and you know, to be a guy in Supercross, you gotta be creative, and I felt like I needed to just start making those things my habit. So I was able to jump it the whole first moto, and it was pretty good, and then it got a little too slippery after that. But definitely, I think, you know, I need to get things down right away in practice, and then in the races I need to do them right off the bat and just be consistent, be in the top 5 in the first turn, jump all the big rhythms, try to be creative, and I think that'll really help my season.
Cool. Hey, last thing, new shock. How is that?
New shock, really good. I think that it's next level stuff. You know, it's the shock has been the same forever. You know, mini bike shocks all the way up have always, you know, they always kind of look the same, and they're all valved the same pretty much. So I think they really took it to a whole nother level with the shock, brought in some futuristic stuff, and to be honest, it rides really well. You can tag things, and you know, before the other one would kick you and your feet would get light on the pegs, and now it just the tires just suck to the ground. So I really think that that's going to help when it comes time to Supercross.
Pretty stoked. Obviously my results on paper don't look good, but last practice of the day I qualified second, which was awesome for myself and the team. A lot of work has been going on the last 2 months, I'd say, with Ivan testing and whatnot, and I feel like it's paying off. The bike has gotten extremely better and I'm getting more comfortable, and I still feel like we have some room for improvement. And all in all, like I said, I was stoked on my first moto and my last moto. The second moto I kind of struggled a little bit, but like I said, I had that intensity and I had that speed that I haven't showed probably as much as I have since I was lights class. So all in all, like I said, I'm stoked on the bike setup we came up with Ivan, and gonna take maybe a couple days off, and then I'm racing Italy in November 7th, and then we're just gonna go from there. I'm stoked. Like I said, I want to bring this momentum of the speed to Anaheim and try to be ready to rip.
Hey, you're staying on Shala, right?
What's that?
Stay on Shala?
I don't really know for sure, but right now, yes. I don't really know the extent, the extent of what's going on. So either way, I'm stoked with what the team has came up with setup-wise, and we made some improvements today, even messing around with some settings, and it was a positive. So I'm stoked where we're at, and I feel like we're in a good place right now to keep building.
Oh, honestly, it was really good. My bike was awesome. I rode really well. The team killed it. Just the only thing we lacked, it wasn't even like we lacked starts. It was just the whole different style of start. You know, I tried some different stuff, and first start didn't work out. Second start was good, and third start was a little off. So overall, though, I rode awesome, and you know, I felt good. I felt really good in shape and had fun. It's just such short races, hard to make, you know, passes on this track. You have to be really aggressive, but you know, obviously I did some good passes, but the Joker lane was tough. You know, it throws the whole race in a different, you know, curveball. So there's definitely a lot of different stuff with that. I thought the track was really good, and I think everyone did a good job. So I'm happy with that. Obviously, I would rather win, but it is what it is.
Hey, you've been going wide open.
Yeah.
Since A1, do you get any time off now, or are you?
Yeah, we've been pretty busy, you know. Donations, obviously I love going there racing for my country. It was a great time. And then just traveling to this and a few other things. But yeah, we're going to go back to Charlotte, have some road bike training camps set up to ride with some pros and stuff, which is cool. I love riding bicycles, so that's fun. And that'll be kind of my off time, but obviously I'll still be riding dirt bikes. So realistically, no traveling, but lots of riding bicycles and dirt bikes.
Today was good, you know. Definitely the practices times weren't there. It's kind of tough too. It's not that they weren't there. I mean, everybody was within a second. So we ended up qualifying 13th, which isn't the greatest. We tried some stuff, switched around some things going into the night show, and had some good motos. You know, we ended up second the first one, fifth, got shuffled around the second moto, and ended up fifth. And then the third one we ended up second overall on the day. And it wasn't too bad, you know, after some time off, you know, getting some good rest and recovery. You know, we definitely got some physical fitness to keep building for Anaheim, but it's a good start. It's good to go racing, get that feel back, and kind of get ready for in a couple months. You know, it's coming really fast, and I'm excited though. I'm looking forward to getting back to work and getting back to Florida and getting things rolling.
Hey, I looks like you've been laying low for a while. Do you feel good to just, that's the first time you take a break in a long time.
Yeah, we were off the bike for 5 weeks, so just really getting some good rest, good R&R, good time with family, hanging out with my wife, went on a little vacation there, and just getting that break was good. It was nice because it wasn't forced time off. It was actually, you know, nice to take the time off and let the body heal and recover, especially your mind. You know, it's a long season, and I want to be ready for that, and not only for myself but for my sponsors too, and want to come out of the gate swinging, you know, and having some fun, and you know, putting in another solid year. But it feels good. Like I said, I've been on the bike for 3 weeks now, so it's not like it's a ton of time, but you know, little gains. But now we got about 11 weeks till Anaheim 1, and we'll you know, work on those areas we need to work on and down in Florida.
Hey, one last thing. On the ESPN broadcast, you made mention that you thought about retiring a few years ago. I remember that kind of came up between you and I a few years back. Second win now, it's fun.
No, I mean, definitely. I mean, it's hard work. You know, I mean, our sport is physically taxing, but also mentally taxing. You know, it's a lot of racing, a lot going on. But you know, I was also full throttle. You know, I didn't give myself any breaks. I was just in the moment. And you know, when you're in it, you know, somebody from the outside can see more than probably I can, and I was just a little too deep and just needed some to recover, and I got that going into this year. So, you know, it was whether I won or not. You know, it definitely crossed my mind, like, man, it might be just time to, because I was so fed up with it. But then, you know, learning how, you know, you're sometimes when you're in pain, that's when you learn the most, and sometimes when you're going through the hardest struggles in life, I knew not to quit, but it definitely, I mean, it's easier said than done. I mean, but I knew I need to keep going. I need to keep positive, and I know this is making me better, and I really believed all them years that were tough. You know, this year, you know, I learned so much, and I feel like I'm a better person because of all of it. And you know, when life is easy and you're winning and this is great, you know, you're not being challenged as much and not growing. So I think it grew my character and made me a better person. And you know, but I'm got a better mindset, and I'm excited for the next 2 years of my contract and my career.
I like swapped and spun up the face, and I flipped my foot. I flipped my foot on the tough block on the left side, and like drug it off, and I was like, oh man, I was like,
that had to hurt.
like I was like, I'm not gonna not do it. Like I'm just gonna hold it and whatever.
Well, after that, you didn't have any trouble getting over it.
Oh, I like nearly went to flat every time after that. I was like, I'm not gonna call it.
That was so cool. I'm so glad we came out.
Yeah, it was.
All right, you pretty much summed it up then.
Yeah.
Was it a good time?
Yeah, it was super fun. Got really good. Got both hole shots. Super good starts, and I really just charged super hard the first couple laps, and got decent sized gaps, and then just tried not to make mistakes. Made a couple of them. The track was kind of tricky, but for the most part, I think I did good, and I am still undefeated, so I'm super stoked.
Congrats. How was that?
Thank you. It was great. Obviously, for probably about the 15th time, I'm saying the same thing, but we tried to squeeze a lot of things into 2 weeks before, because I came back from Germany. I had about 2 weeks of this race, and did a lot of testing and this and that. So it was exciting coming into this one. It's just one-off race. We got a long time till A1, so winning the first one was great, and I was the only guy with the opportunity to do $1 million. Obviously, I blew it in the second one. I didn't get that great of a start, but still cool. You know, we still had a chance to win the overall, and we went out on the third one and never looked back. We got a good start and just crushed the third one. So I don't really care too much about the money, but it was a good race, and that's what I was looking for, and that's what I'm always looking for. I just want to ride good. You know, sometimes you have go down because of somebody else's mistake and stuff, but that's what happens, and I'm not too bummed as long as I ride good. So today we rode good. It was a great first race together with my new mechanic Oscar, and he did a great job. I think we're a great team, and we won the overall. So I think, you know, what could you ask more for? So other than that, it was good. Like, things are over now. Gonna take a week of vacation and start my boot camp.
Hey, you mentioned Oscar, so that killed one question, but I mean, the obvious, KYB, what's up?
With Kayaba, obviously the stuff worked great tonight. It's really just personal preference. I have to fight for it a lot and stuff, but yeah, like I said, it's personal preference, and I want to do whatever it takes to win. So that's the bottom line for me. I don't really care too much about politics or whatever. At one point, I got to be selfish a little bit and do what I think is best and what brings us to the top of the podium.